Get it? How y'all niggas doing in the morning? I hope everybody having a good morning, a blessed morning. My morning ain't starting off too good. Actually, I'm good, but just where I'm at, like I'm like feeling very negative and angry. But I'm not gonna throw that upon y'all, because if I did, then that wouldn't be good, would it? But anywho, so how many people in here are in a biracial relationship? Do we have any people in here that is in a biracial relationship? Or do we have any children that has like mixed parents? Right? We got any children in here that got like, or any people in here that got a black mom and a black dad and a non-black mom? Anybody? Alright, so how many men in here, are with non-black women? How many men do we got in here that is dating or is engaged or maybe just fucking non-black women? Alright, so before I go to the downsides about it, I'm going to stay on the positive side, and I'm going to give you all the positives, and I'll give you the negatives last. Normally, I give the negatives first and then the positive last, but in this case, I think the negatives need to be remembered because they need to sit in people's heads more. So, the positive sides of being with a non-black woman is submission. Right? They're not as aggressive. Well, some are. But for the most part, well, it just depends on one. You talk to white bitches, they'll fuck around and kill your ass. You ever seen the show Snapped? You don't see no black bitches on there. But then, you got Latinas, it's kind of like, they don't really take too much shit. But like, just in general, non-black women is submissive. Like, you say something wrong, they'll just, don't talk to me like that. And in our nigga mind, we'd be like, bitch, fuck you talking about? Don't talk to me like that. You're wrong. In our mind, bitch, on crib. Fuck you talking about, weirdo. Right? So non-black women is just submissive. Like, they're extremely submissive, and they're not as aggressive as black women. Black women is aggressive. Right? Black women is extremely aggressive. You feel me? Black women, you say something to a black woman, bitch, fuck around and clock your shit. Right? It's hard fighting black women because black women, you feel me, they always have that thing in their head where they feel they don't need a nigga. In the black community, black bitches, I don't need you, nigga. I could do this shit by myself. You feel me? But no, like, talking to, especially when you from the hood, so when you get you a little nice little Becky or one of them things outside of the hood, you get the amenities that come with that. You feel me? You get the amenities. You get Becky's amenities. You feel me? You get to go to nice places. You feel me? You get to do things. You get to see another side of life. You feel me? Like, I'm just speaking from niggas who ain't really got nothing that end up busting a bad non-black bitch, and the bitch, find a way to get you out the hood, right? So you get the amenities, you feel me? You get the, the luxury, you get to visit some family members, big mansions and shit. You get the amenities of life, right? And the best part about that is that the more you get outside the hood, the more you start to wake up, the more you start to really get in tune with yourself. Because I learned something. It's really hard to tune in yourself and get in tune with who you are and what you are living in poverty. It's extremely hard because there's so many programs. You got gangs, you got fashion, you got people who pick on you if you don't have the right clothes. It's so many problems inside of the hood that won't let you really get in tune with yourself. So sometimes, you know, we meet these Beckys or we meet these Kimberlys or whoever you want to call them, and they take us out the hood. And the more we get out the hood, the more we start to grow, right? We start to find out things. We start to get into reading, you feel me? And I'm going to tell y'all, right, I used to talk to a white girl. I used to have this white girl that I used to talk to. Her name was Kimberly. And, like, I never really used to like to read because I was from the hood. So one day she was like, man, it's crazy that people from the hood never like to read. Like, for your birthday, I'm going to take you to Barnes & Nobles and we're going to read. Now I was like, bitch, Barnes & Nobles? Bitch, you better take me to the movies or something. What the fuck you talk about, Barnes? Weirdo. You read? You weird. Right? So she took me to Barnes & Nobles. Bam. She was like, man, you should just read, like, all the books. Like, so, you know, one thing about black niggas and one thing about black people, we like curious type of creatures, right? So I'm just looking around, man, what's all these weird-ass books and weird-ass niggas in there reading this shit? Look at him, Starbucks, look at that, a weird-ass nigga. I got shot collector, you got open toes and Barnes, you weird. Right, so I'm in Barnes & Noble shooting jokes on everybody, wow. So I must have made a left by the history section. I'm like, man, look at these weird-ass niggas. George Washington looking ass nigga. Thomas Jefferson Edison looking ass nigga. My Face on the Mountain looking ass nigga. So I must have came across a book like Why Black People Like Shooting Jokes All the Time. Wait, what's this? This book, who put this book right here for me? Right? So bam. I start reading the book. Then before you know it, I read about 4 different books in there. I was in Barnes & Nobles till they closed. Before you know it, I'm reading all the history books about like slavery and all. Before you know it, I'm down the rabbit hole. So bam. Now I jump back in the car. We about to leave. Now my girl looking at me. What's wrong with you? Bitch, I'll kill you. Bitch, you better not say a fucking word. I'll cut your fucking head off, you white bitch. Fuck wrong with you? She like, but we just, bitch, you told me to read and I read. I'ma kill your bitch. You better get out this motherfucking car right now before I hang your bitch ass. Fuck you talking about? Oh. We broke up after that day. That was the last time we was together. To this day, she still hit me and be like, well, we could have been, bitch, I'll kill your white ass. You better get your ass away from me. Right? But that ain't the point. That ain't what we talk about. So, you feel me? I started to grow more. Thanks to her, I actually got in tune with who I am. You feel me? So I give her the credit for that. You feel me? Because before her, I wouldn't even got to learning about who I am as a person. So she get the credit for that. But other than that, right? So bam. You know, going back to what I was talking about. Now, I'm in another situation. Because I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this, and I know it's a lot of black women in here looking because they trying to get the answers to why black men talk to non-black women. I know you black bitches in here creeping. Black bitches always want to creep and look and spy and go tell they home, bitch, I was on Daylyt Live, bitch. This nigga said black women ain't shit, bitch. That's all I heard, bitch. I didn't hear him say they was queens. He didn't say nothing about uplifting the black men, bitch. I heard him say black women ain't shit. That was it, bitch. And I logged off. Soon as he said, I don't like him. We should start a protest. Black bitches, they only hear what they want to hear. You bitches. But no, look. So on some real shit. Look, hear me out though. Alright, so I'm gonna say this. Once you know how they say once you go black, you'll never go back. So in the man community, once you leave the blacks, you ain't going back. Nah. Once you leave them Shaquandas and Kanishas, nope. You ain't going back. You ain't about to deal with all of that shit. Hell no. You ain't about to deal with all of that ruckus. Hell no. It's ruckus. I ain't got time to be arguing with no strong ass bitch. No Sharkeisha and all that. What? You crazy? You ain't going. Bitch, I just seen you KO a girl. You just KO'd a girl, like knocked her out in the club. I'm not about to be arguing with you. You crazy. You not about to wear the pants in this relationship, bitch. You crazy. I need somebody I can wear the pants, bitch. I'm skinny. Bitch, you thick than the motherfucker, heavy-handed and all that. I'm not about to be arguing, bitch. You crazy. But no, look. So bam. Get back on the serious side, though. Look, let's get back on the serious side. So, you know, a lot of us talk to non-black women, but we talk to non-black women before we realize who we was. Now, this is my point. We got with non-black women before we realized who we was or what we was doing or how we was doing it, or we didn't know too better. All we knew was she bad, she ain't black, and you know, subconsciously they have programmed us that Caucasian features are better than black features, right? So when we see like a little mixed thing, we be like, oh, she bad, but subconsciously it's racist, right? Because we fall victim to European features. Like Alicia Keys has European features, whether we want to accept it or not. She has a sleek face, sleek nose, you feel me? And this is what we consider bad. Right? We see these little mixed red bones and all that, and that's because they're not black. Like, you see a dark-skinned woman with a bigger nose, whatever, you automatically assume that she's not beautiful. Right? So the programming is deep. It's very deep, right? When you see those women from Wakanda and shit, like, subconsciously you want to say that they not beautiful. Like, because they don't look up to European or Caucasian sleek standards. Right? So, you know, when we younger, we have that mentality. All younger black men have that mentality. We all have that mentality, man. I just want a bad little mixed thing, you feel me, like, or a bad one of those. You know the thing we be talking about when we younger, right? So we end up getting one, and then we end up growing, right? We all start to grow, and we start to grow as a human being, or I don't even think we human, I think we something else. But we start to grow, and we start to realize who we are, and we start to really look at the world different, right? And when you start to look at the world different, and you start, as a black, listen to me, as a black man, when you start to study what you are and what has happened to you and what has been done to you over the years, and what, like, when you really start to wake up, this is when shit get real. Because your partner won't ever understand what's happening, ever. You can't explain to them. They won't ever grasp it. They're not designed to grasp it, because at the end of the day, they are a breed of those who destroy us. They won't ever understand where you're coming from. They'll show sympathy. They'll say, oh, I'm sorry for this. You know, you should cheer up. I suck your dick every blue moon, but you should cheer up. But they won't fully understand how deep this shit is. And this is the problem. The deeper you go, the more they won't care. Right? You can't force them to understand. You can't make them understand, because they are not bred to understand. They DNA don't even have the code to want to understand. And if they do try to understand, then 9 times out of 10, they're only doing it because of you. They're not doing it out of the love of their own heart. They don't care. So, I've learned, right? These are things that happen, and these are some of the bad things that happen, and these are some of the downsides of it. So for me, right, some mornings or some nights, I'll be up all night studying. I'm talking about when I study deep. Y'all know what I be on. I be on all type of shit. So sometimes I'll be up all night studying, right? All type of shit. All type of everything they've done to us as a collective. So then, when she wake up in the morning, she be like, dang, what's wrong with you? Why you mad? You should be happy. Bitch, the fuck you mean I should be happy? Happy for what? And then that's when it turns into even more of a problem. Because it's like, you don't understand why I'm mad. And then, this when they'll say something that's wild like this. Well, you should be happy that you made it out. Now you're not in the hood with all the savages. You made it out. You should be, wait. And then this is where it started. Now you got to think. This is where the program started to kick in. So you just going to call my people savages and not even understanding that they're under a program and a design that made them like that by those people who, like, this is when it gets even more deeper. So now your frustration go from the world, and then you start to look at the fucking person that you love like a goddamn enemy, dog. And then you start to come to the final conclusion. Maybe this motherfucker is my enemy. And then you think about it. She is. I love her, but she is. Right? And then, like, I'm going to tell you an incident that happened with me, right? So we go to the beach, right? One day we go to the beach. We go to Laguna Niguel. Was it Laguna Niguel? I think it was Crystal Cove. I forgot what beach it was. Beautiful beach. It looked like Hawaii. We go to the beach, right? And she looking at me like, why you sad? Like, why you sad? Like, what's wrong? I'm like, what do you mean, what's wrong? She like, well, you should cheer up. You should cheer up. We're at a nice beach. I'm like, babe, on some G shit, I ain't trying to be a humbug. I ain't trying to ruin the day. But, like, I'm the only black person here. It's all blonde hair, blue-eyed people here. They all live on the beach. There's no black people here. There's only blondes here. Babe, how could I not be mad? Like, do you not see what's going on? Like, do you not see what's going on? Do you not see what's going on? Like, you don't feel that? Like, you don't feel the thing that I feel? Like, you can't feel it? I keep telling you, like, black people, we got this little meter thing where we can feel the level of racism. We be like, it ain't two races over here, I'm good. Oh, I feel the race. You feel that? Right? Whenever we in the car, we can feel the level of racism. We be like, yo, the racism. It could be a neighborhood where nobody outside. It could be completely dry. And we could be like, yeah, it got that thing over here. Let's get out of here. We could feel it. We could feel that thing. You black people, you know the thing I'm talking about. You know the thing I'm talking about. You know it. That thing where you be like, oh no, I gotta get from around here. That's that thing. Right? So bam, I'm at the beach and I'm just looking at all of these people having a good time, just enjoying the life that they stole. I'm like, babe, are you not understanding? These people killed millions of people to have this. They killed them. Like, you don't understand that? Like, they killed. They didn't ask, they didn't wager, they didn't bargain. They came and conquered for this shit. And they're just laughing and smiling, having a good time like nothing ever happened. You don't understand that? She goes, well, what happened in the past happened in the past, and there's nothing Bitch, there's something we could do about it. Bitch, where's the nearest gun shop? Fuck you mean? There's a lot we can do about this shit, bitch. What you talking about? Hey, mister. No. Whoa. Oh, you was in the sun this whole time, but that's all right. You need some sunlight, dog. Get all of that non-blackness out of you. Come on. But no, right? So what I'm saying is, look, on some G shit, right? I'm not saying that it's wrong to talk to somebody who ain't black, but what I'm saying is most non-black people will never understand what really happened. And what bothers me is when people try to fight for it. Like when people try to say, nuh-uh, and when people disagree with it. Like in all actuality, right? Hold on real quick, y'all. Hey, mister. In all actuality, black people got every reason on God's green earth to walk through this world in complete anger. We got all the reasons in the world to wake up evil. Like, we have every reason in the world to wake up and go on mass killing sprees. We have a reason. We actually have a reason that we should wake up and be pissed the fuck off every day. Like, in all actuality, dog. Like, all jokes aside, black people should never be happy, ever. Like, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. We should never be happy. Never. We should never even laugh. We should look like Wakanda niggas on some G shit. On some real, like, hear me out, dog. On some real G shit. Niggas should low-key wake up pissed every day. Like, we should never wake up happy. We should wake up. If you understand, and when you really read everything that has happened to us niggas for the millions and hundreds of thousands of years, no black nigga in this world should be happy. We should wake up every fucking day with vengeance, dog. Like, this is actual facts, dog. Like, our entire purpose should be, how the fuck can we take the planet back? That should be everybody's motive every fucking day. Now, if you disagree with me, then you have racism in your blood. If you disagreeing with anything I'm saying. So we have to understand. Like, and this is what I be trying to tell my woman. I be trying to tell her, I go, look, babe, do you understand what has happened? But this is what bothers me the most. Let me tell you what bothers me the most. And this should be making me want to put her ass in the oven. When I really get online and I show her some shit and I be like, look, babe, This is what happened back in the days. This is what's happening right now. The priest niggas are drinking our blood. Nigga, they drinking our adrenochrome. Nigga, suntan lotion is made out of melanin. You only get melanin from one fucking thing in the world, which is black people, organ harvesting, deep web. Like, motherfuckers really out here eating us, right? Like, I try to break all of this shit down to her. And as she be looking at the computer, you could literally tell her brain go into autopilot. It's like her mind cut off and ignore. She be like, yes, like, yeah. But then her brain automatically block it. Like, it's like, block. So then a couple of weeks later when I asked, like, remember that shit we was watching? She'd be like, what? I'd be like, damn, dog. It's like genetically, she has a filter. Genetically, she has a filter in front of her brain that won't allow her to even, it won't even allow her to even possibly think about none of this stuff. It's not, because she's not black. She's not supposed to even care. That's the, like, God honest truth. She's not black, so she's not supposed to care. It's in her blood, and it is designed for her not to give two fucks about any of that shit. It's a design. So I get it, right? I get it. I completely understand what's going on. Like, where's the towel at? I know it's on the bed somewhere. There it go. No, it's like sage water. A lot of people burn sage, but I don't like to burn sage. Like, I'll just make a contraption and then spray it all over my house. That way you get all the effects of it without the smoke. Right? But going back to what I was saying, right? It's a lot of deep shit happening in this world, right? A lot of deep shit happening in this world. You go deep into the Arabic world, you go deep into the Persian world, you go deep into all of that shit. It's a lot of shit happening, dog. It's a reason why Persians don't like motherfucking Afghanistans, and it's the reason why all of these niggas beefing, because you got real ones and then you got fake ones. Same way you got real black people, you got fake black people. Like, you gotta think, like, it's a lot, dog. It's, who crying? Come on. Pick, cut the crap. Hey. It's deep, but I'm not really trying to go down that. Hey, no. I'm not really trying to go down the Middle Eastern road. What I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this. Being with a non-black woman, it's okay to be with a non-black woman if you gonna be a regular nigga. Right? If you gonna be a regular nigga and you just gonna be regular in this world and you not gonna give a fuck about nothing, and you know you gonna go to work and do the regular 9 to 5 shit, you gonna have some regular kids, you gonna put them through college and all of that extra shit, that's cool. Then you could do it. You good. You could do it. But when you start waking the fuck up and you start to really grasp this shit, if your partner ain't willing to go to war with you over this shit, then they ain't your partner. They ain't your partner. Now, I tell a lot of my non-black friends and following this, and I'm going to say this one more time. I understand that y'all niggas trying to be conscious. You feel me? I understand that y'all... Listen to me. This is for my non-black people. I understand y'all trying to be conscious. I understand y'all waking up. I understand y'all studying, you know, astral projection. I understand y'all studying all of this shit. But I'm going to tell you this. We really at war, G. It's like a real live war happening. We can study all we want, but it's a real live war happening, G. And I'm just going to tell my following this for all the non-black people that really fuck with me. You really want to do something good? You really want to do something good? Fuck studying. You need to really start to understand what's happening. And you really need to you need to talk to your people, dog. You need to really get some real information as to what's happening. Fuck all this third eye shit and all that shit. Fuck that. You need to really start studying why your people damage the rest of the world. And if you really want to do something good, you're going to have to kill all them niggas. You're going to have to. Stop trying to act like everything is personal. I hate, like, I'm going to tell you what bothers me the most. Come on. I'm going to tell you what bothers me the most. What bothers me the most is when I see people go, you know, we're not that bad, bruh. I hate when I see, listen to me. When I come on here and I go on these rants, I don't do this shit for no mere reason. So there should be absolutely nobody disagreeing with me. I never said nothing wrong. When I say shit like, yo, niggas is evil or yada, 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 and then when I see somebody say, well, you know, we're not, dog, what do you mean we're? Nigga, you don't you're equal to 0 on this Richter scale. Go. Come on. You're equal to 0 on this Richter scale. So you may not be evil, you may not be bad, but there is an agenda, dog. And we have to really understand what the fuck is happening, right? We got to really understand what the fuck is happening. And we got to be honest. Just 60 years ago, it was okay to hang niggas. Right? We got to be flat out honest. We got to be flat out, like, I'm talking about flat out honest. Just 60 years ago, it was okay to hang niggas. Like the police was up with it. Everybody was with it. Like just 60 years ago, it was okay to spray niggas with fire hoses. It was okay to nigga let police dogs on it. Just 60 years ago. All of that was okay. Like it was acceptable. Like you could hang a nigga and then call the police and have the police take the picture of you hanging a nigga. Like that was okay. Like just 60 years ago, that was acceptable. So we cannot sit here and act like all of that shit just got swept under the rug. We can't just sit here and act like, oh, you know, we're not like that anymore. We have changed. We have grown. We can't just sit there and act like that happened. You want to know why XXX is dead? Because he hung a white kid in his video. I don't give a fuck about none of this frequency shit. I don't give a fuck about nothing he was talking. You want to know why he really dead? He hung a white kid in the video. You know how many people nose flared up at that? I don't give a fuck about what he knew. I don't give a fuck about what he said. I don't give a fuck about what he talked on his Instagram live. He's dead for one reason. He hung a white kid in his video. That is the first time in history that the fucking world has seen something like that. That is the first time in history you have actually visually seen a nigga hanging a white person. I'm so much programmed, I felt bad. Let me tell you, I'm like, oh, don't hang that white kid. Oh, this how programmed we are that I even feel bad for the white kid. I'm going to tell you, that's how programmed we are. We so much programmed that we, like, as a black man, I was looking at this shit like, oh, no, don't do that. No, not the little white kid. He ain't do nothing to nobody. Man, that man hung a white kid in his video. Not a grown man, not a racist person. He hung a kid. You know how many white hitmen was like, we gonna get that nigga? You know how many non-black niggas was like, we gonna get that nigga? We are for sure, he will never, ever be able to get away with putting that type of image in the world. We gonna get that nigga. He's gonna die. That day he put a video of himself hanging a white kid. I told myself, he's most definitely gonna die. It ain't no way around it. They are going to kill that nigga. Ain't no way around it. No, stop saying that black people killed him. I don't want to hear that shit. Nigga, that's a form of racism. When somebody come here and say black people killed him, that's a form of racism. That's a form of unwillingly unknowing racism. That means you don't even know how deep this shit go and you just ready to disagree. Dog, all black people ain't black people. All black people ain't black people. Just because you see a nigga black don't mean he black. Dog. Hold on, let me turn this off. Right now, you can go to any psychiatric place or you can go to any motherfucking psychiatrist and a nigga could literally put you under hypnosis. Right now, you can get put under hypnosis where a motherfucker make you confess everything you... There's a drug out there called angel hair that you could fucking spray on somebody's face And they'll motherfucking, then you can tell them anything to do. There's a drug called angel hair, dog. You can spray this. You can fucking make somebody sniff this shit or blow it in their face. They'll turn into a literal zombie. You can make them do whatever you want them to do, dog. Come on, man. My nigga, like, I've seen it happen, dog. I've done it to niggas. Look, when black people rob niggas, they don't just shoot you. Black people don't work like that, man. Fuck you niggas don't understand. Black people don't work like that. We don't just rob niggas and shoot them. If I'm gonna rob you, I'm gonna rob you. If I'm gonna shoot you, I'm gonna shoot you. That's one thing we always keep separate. I've been robbing niggas, I've been shooting niggas for a long time. If I'm going to shoot you, I'm going out with all intentions to shoot you. I don't want no money. I don't want nothing. I'm just going to pop your bitch ass and that's it. If I'm going to rob you, I'm going to rob you. Nigga, give me all your shit. Break yourself. Nigga, you marked out. So what they did was they found the most ignorant, dumbest looking niggas in Florida. Now you gotta understand how, like, let me go deep. I'm gonna go deep for y'all. Let me tell you how much the programming is. Everything is visually programming. Television, you tell them the vision, make people's minds go do shit they don't want to do. So everything is visual programming. So you gotta think. First and most foremost, how they knew where the nigga was at. This is the first and most foremost. These niggas hopped out of minivans. So how they even knew where the nigga was at, which means this shit was premeditated, which means they got the drop on some shit. On top of all of that. Subconsciously creating these ideas, like, right? So the idea. It's easy for niggas to plug the mentality. It's easy for niggas to plug this mentality. It's very easy for niggas to plug this mentality. Dog, all you gotta do is, you gotta understand how our phones are connected. It's nothing for them niggas to play some stuff on a nigga phone or put an idea. Dog, they alter our ideas every day. You look at your phone and your whole day could be altered just by something you see on your phone. Your whole mind state could be altered, right? I wake up and be happy. My motherfucking phone will play me some slavery shit, nigga. I'll be pissed the fuck off. Like, you know what? I'm gonna kill all these niggas. Ads, dog. Ads. Simple, dog. Ads. Simple way. The simple way ads work can literally change the course of your whole day. Literally, is the simple way ads, and the simple way social media work, it could change your course of your whole day. Now you got to think how deep the shit is. It even go deeper than that, right? These niggas could have been listening to some rap music. You know how many songs in this world talking about robbing and shooting niggas? Right? How many songs do we got in this world talking about robbing and shooting niggas? How many? How many songs on the radio talk about robbing and shooting niggas? How many songs that have been on the radio talking about robbing and shooting niggas? These niggas could have been all listening to the same music. Like, you know what? That's what we own for today. Right? This is what I mean by this type of programming. This is what I mean by this type of mental programming. Niggas could have been listening to this shit all day. Like, nigga, we gonna rob and shoot a nigga today. You keep listening to this shit, more than likely that's what you're gonna start doing. Right? So, but this, let's go deeper than that. Let's go all the way deeper than that. Who created this urban hood mentality? Why are people even urban and hood? Why do people even have guns? Why are people, dog, let's go back to the root core of the problem. They killed the nigga over money, right? Who's on a dollar bill? George Washington. So let's go back to the root of the problem. Finances. Who created finances? You motherfuckers. So let's just go back to the root. Let's go back to the root of the whole problem. At the end of the day, it's still because of you motherfuckers. So, going back to what I was saying, right? Let's flip all the way off of this. Let's flip all the way off of all of this shit. Go all the way back. What I'm saying is this, to all the non-black people. If you are a non-black person, you have to literally sit there and tell yourself, damn, my people fucked over them niggas. And once you really come to that final conclusion, you gotta pick a side. There is no middle ground. You ain't just about to slide out of this shit talking about, yeah, you know, I'm conscious. No, there is no middle ground. Once you really sit there and think about this shit, you're gonna have to pick a side, dog. Look, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all some of the realest shit that nobody ain't gonna never tell you. Stop telling me what race you are. Stop telling me you Cuban. Stop telling me you Dominican. Stop telling me you motherfucking... It ain't, none of that matters. Either you a melanated nigga or you a non-melanated nigga. It's only that there's only two things. It ain't no other way around it. There ain't no, stop telling me what race you are. Stop telling me where you come from. Either you are a melanated nigga or you are a non-melanated nigga. That is the only two type of species. Ain't no other, all that other shit don't matter. None of that shit don't matter. I don't give a fuck if you, how you niggas talking about, yeah, I'm Puerto Rican, but I'm Dominican. Nigga, both of y'all niggas are black mixed with Mexican. Shut your fucking ass up. Nigga talk about I'm Dominican and Puerto Rican. Nigga, your ass is a black and Mexican nigga mix. Shut the fuck up. What I'm telling you is, either you got melanin in your goddamn skin or you don't. It's either or. Ain't no other way around it. So, like I said, you gonna have to pick a side. Chinese niggas used to be black, dog. This is why I'm trying to tell y'all these niggas not from this planet, dog. I gotta say this in my whisper voice. Niggas is not from this planet, dog. Chinese niggas was also black, dog. Do the research. All them niggas, dog, I've been out there. All them niggas up in them hills still got afros and still dark skinned. Everybody was already black, dog. Niggas came from somewhere else and bred with niggas, dog, to create all of y'all extra other niggas. Niggas came from somewhere else and bred with everybody to create all of y'all extra other niggas, dog. All these niggas was niggas, dog. Australia was niggas. Mexico, all that shit. South America, niggas. Africa, niggas. Middle East, niggas. Everybody was fucking niggas. Everybody. Come on, you ready to go, dog? Come on, let's go. We out. Where the keys at? Where's the keys, big dog? Look, I'm gonna say this one more time. It's a war, dog. And I want you to really think about this. It's a war going on, and the war is between two different type of brand, right? You're not gonna go into the abrasics, but the war is between two different type of words, and I want you to really listen to these words, right? It's war between the ish and the can, right? Ish and can. These two words are at war.